How you know when so if there's a guy you're dating, this goes for, I always say this to any woman I work with and she's telling me about a situation with a guy. How you know you like him is try and meet up with him where sex is off the table. How you know if he likes you. So instead of going, oh, let's go bowling, you come back to mine, you go, let's go for lunch.
Yeah.
And I actually have to see my girls after, but I'd love to see you for lunch. And if he's like, yeah, let's go for lunch. You go for lunch, whatever. And he says bye, whatever, and all this.
Cool.
If you can have those kind of dates, he likes you.
Okay.
If you try and see him where sex is off the table and he's like, makes an excuse of like, oh, I can't really do that. That doesn't really work for me or whatever. And you try several times and you just cannot meet up with him where you're not going to have sex, he doesn't like you.
No.
He might like who you are as a person,
but
he doesn't like you for a relationship.
Yeah. That is actually really true.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%. I feel like it's a thing where women do get very emotionally attached to the idea of, yeah, maybe if I'm physically with, or even like if I act like a girlfriend or do overcompensate or do overly what they, any guy's gonna want that, any guy's gonna want someone that's gonna ask about your day if you give you a massage.
But that's good though.
No, but it's a nice thing. But then let's just say you do that and then you have sex with them and then you do all of these perfect things that which is okay, and then they still turn around and say to you, I just can't physically be in a relationship. It's I
understand that. So a woman who provides value outside of sex, like all the things you just said, that is a great thing. And women should absolutely do that with the guy they're interested in. But nothing's ever guaranteed.
Yeah.
Like guys how many times, every guy has done the right thing to a girl he liked and she just didn't like him back.
Yeah.
Nothing in life is guaranteed, right?
Yeah. We usually do that.
Right. It's not like, oh, if I do this, you have to like me. No, because that's what nice guys do. They go, I was there for you. I comforted you. I'm nice to you. You say, I did all these things and you should like me. And you're like, whoa, I just don't. Like, chill.
Yeah.
Right?
That's the harsh reality. Like, you may be perfect for somebody that's not.
That's not me.
Not you.
So.
Yeah. And that's kind of what I had. Like,
oh, really?
Exactly what I had. I was like, and the thing is, that person can admit that I was the best that he had in that way.
That you treated him the best.
Yeah, I treated him the best. I was the best girlfriend. I was the best person in a way, like dealt with a lot of his crap, like just everything. But he just didn't see that value.
How old was he?
He's 25 now.
He's young.
He was 24, 25.
I guarantee you, put money on it. I see it happen all the time and it does. And it's funny, with women I work with, I'm like, this is going to happen. And it's happened twice where within a year of someone I've been coaching, it happened.
Yeah.
When he's looking to settle down, he'll message you and come back.
No, because you know what it is? Listen, I'm about to... Listen, I don't care.
Do your thing, man. We're here. We're here.
I just don't care because I know that they're potentially going to see this, but I don't care.
Do it.
I found out after I know a lot of the time it was my fault because I should have listened. When somebody says they don't want to be with you, like you said, you leave them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was a fact where, you involve family, you become really close to their family, all of this crap, you almost break up with both people and it's like, it's too much. And then you end up being in this toxic thing. Well, I found out that basically during that time that we were still friends and, still being in contact, and he was just still saying to me like he really does love me, he's just working on himself. And
but you weren't seeing each other. We were
seeing each other, but we weren't in a relationship anymore. It was like we were broken up, but we still go to like the same places and study the same thing and whatever.
Okay.
We were just always together. I found out that in that time, and there was a lot of occasions where he was actually with me, like, on a physical level too. I found out that he's got someone completely different that he's talking to, going on holidays with, seeing.
While you're together or when you broken up?
So we broke up now, but we're still seeing each other. So it was like in that toxic kind of limbo thing where it's like we're still seeing each other and he's telling me he's just working on himself.
Yep.
He's not talking to anyone like that. If there was anyone that he would marry or be with, it's me and everything. Like, you know,
So why did you break up? I don't understand.
Because he blamed me for not trusting him.
Was that a fair statement?
It was a fair statement towards the end, but not.
Why would he say that?
Because
why would he say that?
He didn't provide the security in that relationship.
No, what I mean is, why would he say that you don't trust him?
Because I didn't trust him at
what
certain
did he?
things.
What did he see?
Right.
That made him go, she doesn't trust me.
I think it was more of the situations of so his career choices. I was always questioning certain things to do with girls, and it was that kind of thing.
Okay.
However, in my defense, I had reasons to why I was questioning certain things. Do you know what I mean?
We can always have a reason.
You always have a reason. So obviously things didn't work in that space.
Right.
But however, he also did say that his excuse to not be with me is because he needs to heal.
Okay.
Right. So when you say that to someone and then you're constantly feeding them those things, saying to them that, you know, you aren't looking for anything, you don't even want to be in a relationship with anyone, and then all whilst you're doing that, you're seeing 4+ people, one on an actual serious level. Mm-hmm. And then I'm oblivious because I have no idea this is going on.
Yeah.
I get told randomly, like months later, maybe literally it's been 10 months now since this been happening. It's like a shock to the system because it's like, yeah, okay, we did break up, but it's almost the stuff that you all like say to someone that does matter. Do you know what I mean? I know men, you said that, you know, he can do whatever and still not want that. But it's like when you're really saying to someone like, look, I don't need to lie to you, like straight to my face. Imagine like I'm looking at you like this and I'm saying to you, like, I swear, like I don't need to lie to you. I don't need to do any of this whilst doing all of that behind your back. It's like, it just hurt more because of the fact that I didn't want to be with him in a relationship. It wasn't even because of that. It was just the respect that you have for someone that you've known for 6+ years. You don't even have the respect to tell me, look, I've moved on. Like, we can be friends. Like, it's fine. Like, I will do whatever, you do whatever, I do whatever. But you don't even have the respect to say that. And it's almost like I have to find out from other people that this is the situation that you did.
I hear that. And I empathize with that for sure. You should always be honest. You shouldn't lie, even if being honest hurts, right? Yeah. But he was the one who ended it, right? Because you said he felt you didn't trust him.
Yeah, he broke up with me.
Yep.
Over this stupid thing, right? And then shortly after, we kind of started rekindling things, and there was this whole thing.
Okay, so the reason
whole thing, and then I kind of was like, I'm done with all of this.
So the reason he didn't want to be honest with you, though I think that he should have, but the reason he didn't want to be honest with you wasn't because he doesn't respect you. It's because he didn't want to hurt you. Because he'd already broken up with you. Yeah. Then you started to rekindle things. Then you were still hanging out, which I'm like, if you've broken up, like you've broken up, like you're not spending time together as friends. That's to me, that's not you spending time together as friends. That's you spending time to see if it can make it work. Yeah. Right. So he'd already broken up with you, which would have hurt you. Mm-hmm. You were already spending time together, and he probably got, she's probably getting to a point where maybe she thinks something's going to happen again, which is why it's like, okay, the reason it's not going to happen is because I'm not in a place to give that to you. Not because he just doesn't want that with you.
But he's in a place to give it to someone else.
But this is the thing. A lot of times when guys say, I'm just not ready for a relationship, they always miss 2 words off that. And
with you.
And it sounds harsh.
That is so harsh.
And the thing is, especially because it happens a lot when dating, that guys are held responsible for a woman's emotions. A lot of guys experience this. If she's upset, it's because it's your fault. If she's not happy, it's because it's your fault. If she's angry, it's because it's your fault. It's like, when we say that women have cheated, what's the first question we say? What did he do? Why? There's a reason she cheated. Yeah. The reason she did it was because of him. Even when she's decided to do something and break the word that she said, it's still his fault. Yeah. So because there's this culture of men being held responsible for women's emotions, especially when it comes to relationships.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I'd rather lie to you than you be incredibly heartbroken and upset and me being told I'm shit again.
But it's like,
I'm not saying it's okay,
that
but
ended
that's
up
why.
happening though.
Well, you were never it was never his intention for you to find out. If he thought you were going to find out, who would have just told you?
No, he trusts me and believe me. He would still lie.
No, but what I'm saying is like, if the reason he didn't tell you is because he didn't think you would find out.
Yeah, which is silly,
Like if he was
because I find out everything. You know what's the funniest thing as well? We had a conversation which was around the kind of same time that this was all happening.
Yes.
And we were saying it, and I said to him, I can remember this quote unquote, I said, just know that lies have very short legs, and I'm going to find out anything that you do. Do you know what I mean? Because
that sounds crazy.
I'm so sorry, because
I will be there when you wait.
I will be there waiting.
I'll be there. When you come home and you're looking for your Cheerios, I will be there.
No.
When you're wiping your ass in the toilet, I will be there.
Now you're making me look crazy. But
when you're putting on the condom, I will be there.
No, but it's like, I said to him, like, because I've known you for so long, like, come on now, like, just don't lie. Because we had a heart to heart, and I said to him, like, just don't lie to me. Like, whatever you do, just be honest with me, because like you said, you've already did the damage. Do you know what I mean?
But this is more damage.
It is more damage, but
salt
it's like,
in the wound.
but it's like, at that point, we wasn't even trying to rekindle anything, so there was actually no reason.
Why were you still spending time with him after you broke up?
Because we wow, this is like gonna bait out everything now.
If you don't have to share anything you don't want to. If you don't talk about it,
it's not that. It's just we used to go to uni together, basically. And there was a lot of the time where like I used to help me, my friend, and him, like, to do like the work, and like we used to just do work together. And I was always, because I was the one that was always like the one that knew everything at uni, right? And I was the one that like wanted to help. And I think it always was like a rabbit hole that we got into, where it would just be uni, and then we'd done work, and then
but why would you spend time together at uni? You didn't have to.
I didn't have to, but it's almost like we always gravitated towards each other all the time. And I know it's an excuse, but it's like,
that's a choice though.
It is a choice. And
like,
I wish
the attraction
that
could be there, but you choose to spend time with them.
I wish I didn't. And it was a curve.
But this is a really big factor as to why he lied to you.
Yeah. I feel like it's because I don't want to blame him solely, because again, it's my choice. Like you said, if I want to choose to be with him or not, or like to be around him. But if somebody is saying to you one thing and then doing another, is sometimes it is hard when you hear certain things from a guy that you want to be true, and certain things that are quite deep that you don't think that, that person would never lie about that or say that. And then it turns out to be a complete lie. It does hurt, because it's like, as women, we, yes, we may be delusional sometimes, but a lot of the time it's because of what's been fed to us. Do you know what I mean?
I agree. And listen, I'm not sitting here justifying that he should have lied to you.
No,
he should have told you the truth.
No, exactly.
Right? Even if it was going to hurt you more, he should have told you the truth. I'm just trying to
understand,
help you understand from his perspective.
Yeah.
Right? Because, and maybe I'm biased because I'm a guy, but we do hear a lot from the woman's perspective.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of time when the guy's perspective is shared, there's backlash, because a lot of time women aren't used to hearing it.
Yeah. No, 100%.
Do you see what I'm saying?
We know this, yeah.
So it's kind of like when I'm saying why, or when guys like, okay, this is why, whatever, right? That's not saying it's okay. But it's, if you understand the times that they're in the culture and the norms of today, it's kind of like, okay, he shouldn't have lied to me, but it didn't come from a place because he didn't respect me. Because I think a lot of the time when a guy does something bad, sometimes it is worst case scenario, but we have a tendency to go, well, he did that because he hates women. Or he doesn't respect me.
He doesn't respect me.
And don't get me wrong, sometimes guys do things because they just don't respect the girl.
Yeah.
That is true. And maybe he doesn't respect the girl because he has a low respect for women in general, or maybe he does respect the girl because she doesn't respect herself. Right? Because that's the thing.
Because you teach someone how to teach you. I mean, treat you. You teach someone how to treat you.
And like, it happens. Like, sometimes if you find yourself constantly being disrespected by men, it's probably because at least when you're with those men, you're probably disrespecting yourself in some way.
By staying there as well.
And so you tell them like, oh, this is what is acceptable because I do this to me myself. Right? So
Yeah. I think that was the case as well a lot of the time.
What was the case?
Like allowing someone, you're teaching someone to teach you, treat you a certain way, because I wasn't leaving all the times that I should have left. And I stayed and I stayed and I stayed.
Sure.
And after that, you teach a guy how to treat you. And then how can you be mad when they treat you a certain way when you've allowed all those disrespect in the past?
Yeah, it's true. And it's like, if it's even, I was talking to someone, like, even something as minor as, like, I don't know, like, let's say you're at a party or something and the girl is wearing very, very revealing clothing, and then she's like in the middle of the dance floor twerking with her ass out and everything. Guys aren't looking at that with respect. No. They'll enjoy it because they're like, hey,
yeah, but they're not gonna take you seriously.
But especially if we're talking high value guy, a lot would be like, okay, yeah, cool, I'd have fun with her, but it doesn't go past that.
Yeah.
Because it's like, no guy looks at that in a public environment and goes, I want that to be my girl.
Wife, yeah.
Yeah, because here's the thing. Do you know how men choose wives? Is basically like, whatever he wants his daughter to be, that's who he's going to choose. Yeah. No man wants his daughter twerking half naked, surrounded by a bunch of people. Yeah. No guy wants that.
No.
And I think women do the same. You choose the man, right, that you want your son to be. Ideally. So if like,
we don't get that though, because we want our sons to not be cheaters and liars and stuff, but it's like we go for the ones that end up cheating and lying to us.
Well, you do want you want your son to be a male who's capable of succeeding in the hierarchy. And the guys who cheat are the ones who are capable of doing that, because they are succeeding because they can cheat. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
so it's like, I get, you're like, I don't want a man to cheat, but you want to choose a son who's going to be capable and successful in what he wants to do.
But if he wants to cheat, he will do it and successfully.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying it's okay to cheat, but it's not about the cheating. It's about the guy who's at the top of hierarchy who has the options to cheat. Because as we've said, most guys don't have those options.
Hope you really enjoyed that clip. If you want to watch the full episode where that clip is from, then I want you to click right here where you can watch the full episode. And if you're ready to claim your man today, enroll in my program below, and I'll see you there. Wishing you an amazing day.